The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10. Here's Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Ronald Jones. First carry for the USC man. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Shay, get out of his cage.
That time a slant.
Get out of his cage. Go sit in your cage.
Hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate. But
I'm
most
talking
of the
dogs.
time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read.
Nah, you ain't in your party, but I think that's your controller. I'm in game chat.
Carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
10 at the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And this one through the uprights and good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Throwing on second and long. Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Let it well, and it's picked. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
A big loss on the play.
Throwing on second and long. Lock. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength. And we see why there. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
34-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Broncos 14, Buccaneers 7.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Brady now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Lock. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Brady now on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Brady to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady again. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. Again, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
At the 46-yard line.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Again, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. On the slant, completes to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 20.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Then he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pick up, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Lock now on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Now Lock again. Flushed out right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd and 5.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one good for 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Locke looks to throw it again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Locke going to throw it here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Back to throw. Locke. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Again, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me